So on the last video, we talked about rounding whole numbers, and now we're going to talk about rounding decimals. So we still are going to need the same hill that we had before, and it's going to work the exact same way. We're going to have that 5 here, 6, 7, 8, and 9, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Remember, the left side rounds down. The right side means add 1. Okay, and I'm going to rewrite that because that looks a mess. Okay, I think this is a little bit better. Hoping you guys can see it. So if we are rounding decimals, let's say we are going to round 247 and 97 hundredths to the nearest tens place. Not tens, tenths. So that means we need to underline the tenths place, and we need to look at the digit that is behind it. We now need to find where the digit that we need to find the digit here on our chart. If we look at it, it's on the add one more side. So that means we're going to add 1 to the 9. But if we add 1 to the 9, 9 plus 1 is 10. So then that means we have to carry over. All the other digits will come down if you do not have to regroup. And everything behind here becomes a 0. Keeping in mind that if there's no value, there's nothing here. Okay, 0 holds a place, but it does not hold a value. You do not have to write them down. You can leave them off. You could have written this as 248 with just a decimal point, or 248 with 1 0. All of these are exactly the same. And I will do another example. So now we have the number 48 and 8 hundredths. And I want you to pay attention to how I'm saying those decimals. 48 and. When I get to the decimal, I say and then I say the digit in the last place value. 48 and 8 hundredths, because the 8 is in the hundredths place. I am still rounding to the nearest tenths. So again, the tenth gets underlined, but I have to look at or get help from the digit behind it. This digit is an 8, and I need to locate it on our hill. Because the 8, same here, is on the right side of the hill, that tells me to add 1 more to the underlined digit. So if I have to add 1 to the underlined digit, 0 becomes a 1. Because I don't have to regroup, everything stays the same here, and everything behind our underlined digit can become a 0. And I'm going to do another example using the hundredths. So not only am I going to introduce another place value to you, I'm going to show you how to round it. So we already know about our decimal point. What comes in front of our decimal point from our place value chart is the ones. So we know that we have tens, then ones, then our decimal point. Then we have tenths with a TH, hundredths with a TH, and after that is the thousandths with a TH. Okay? We are going to round the hundredths place value. But the same rules still apply. So we need to look at its neighbor, which is an 8, and find out where it is on our hill. On our hill, it's on the add 1 more side. But remember, we don't add to this column, we add to the underlying digit. That means that the 7 becomes an 8. Everything behind it becomes a 0 because we don't have to carry over. Everything in front of it stays the same. But I also have to make sure that I am lining up my digits and keeping my decimal point in its correct place. So that is very important.